No, that's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's good. So let me counter that. So when the 60 billion was approved through Congress, they wanted to have, there was some congressmen who wanted to have an inspector general that could oversight that amount that was going. That was kind of batted down by in Congression. It was not, they didn't approve that. They didn't want an inspector general to oversee the funds that were allotted.
I don't know whether that's true or not, but let's assume.
No, that's it.
I find it hard to believe that the United States government, which has a long history of wanting to watch where big money goes.
Understood.
In World War II, President, at the time Senator Truman put in a war industries oversight board because there was corruption even at that time. If we're talking about how many billion? 60 billion? $60 billion tracking it and see where it goes, and who's spending what, and making sure that the food it was intended for, or the munitions, or whatever it was. But keeping track of it is a challenge.
No, specifically. Let's go specific. We're talking specific. Rand Paul and some other congressional people wanted to have an inspector general attached to those funds, and it was batted down.
My problem is the source, because I would not.
Not the source. No. Yeah, we're on YouTube, but let's stick with this argument. It was specifically batted down. It was specifically denied as far as their approval. So funds were allotted to Ukraine.
Suggesting that the United States Congress is not providing oversight of $60 billion.
Yes.
For example,
That's a pretty big assumption.
No. I'm just telling you what's available. You can Google it.
But first of all, I wouldn't trust Rand Paul from here to there.
No, that's fine. I wouldn't trust him. I
don't know what his motivation was. I don't know what the details of his inspector general would look like.
Well, look like the funds.
Well, it sounds good on the surface, but Rand Paul created inspector general sounds more like a political attack on his opposition to supporting Ukraine.
And I respect that. So what I'm saying to you is this: that Ukraine is the top.
That puts developers
in Eastern Europe or
crazy
European
situation
continent
they don't want to develop any
so we know
building.
that for certain, right?
He has that history.
Yes.
And
So
when
we would
that
say
I wouldn't say it's the top, but
no, it is.
it's not about Russia.
No, let's exclude Russia. Russia's own.
Because developers know if I develop in this money and the government guarantees I get my
Ukraine is known for
public housing, it's guaranteed.
What we're saying
I
now
will put up that building.
We're Seymour Hirsch because
Some
I'm
developers don't have that guarantee, however. So they're putting up that building.
What we're saying is that
10% of that building.
funds, there are 10 generals,
public
of the 35 generals that were named,
But then-
10 generals that were
What
fired
happens?
because they were skimming.
You get
But they
not only that, you have to make sure that the
Yeah,
right
I agree with that. But the
And that
top
would be a good signal, I think, for the Ukrainians to show
which prevents exactly
early on.
if the wrong caliber of people ends up in your building, it literally totally decreases the value of your building.
Alright, now we have an extra expectation by our Congress and the European Union. If we're going to give you money, we want more oversight. Just because Rand Paul puts up an inspector general idea, which I don't trust, doesn't mean that Congress isn't watching.
No oversight has been written into legislation. That's what I'm saying. Nothing has been written into legislation. Caesar. We're hitting the fact. Nothing has been written into legislation for an inspector general.
I would have to go back and look and challenge the basic assumption, which, by the way, since there happens to be a lot of right-wing Republicans, including
I'm not a right-wing Republican.
well, just saying, a lot of the right-wing Republicans and the crazy Rand Paul and his ilk, who are opposing any kind of money for anything, by the way, domestically as well.
Right, I understand. These are
And they're looking for any which way to throw a monkey wrench into the whole process of supporting Ukraine. So the bigger discussion would be whether or not the United States has a massive interest, as does the rest of the Western world, in seeing that Russia does not win a war to expand its control of Ukraine. So then the question is, can the operation be done in a way that's efficient? And so we're talking about a $400 million skim, allegedly, and I'm wondering how true it is.
We get to the gist of it. but here's the gist of it. In 2014, this thing began. I know we got it. We're just doing history. We're having an honest debate.
Okay.
In 2014, this started, okay? This just didn't start last year.
Well, it started really with the Russians. It started really with the Russians invading Ukraine full force.
Of course, but it was a response to something we respect here, which is called the Monroe Doctrine.
Well, no,
Right?
it had nothing to do with the
No. But we understand a large.
I mean, it's
We
happening
wouldn't
right
have the
now.
Russian army or the Chinese government army. Go ahead. Go ahead.
time for a commercial.
It is time. So here are the.
I'm trying to get a sponsorship.
So here, we're drinking, and
but
this is
Eagle Rare,
fuel,
brother.
Eagle Rare,
I told them that actually.
Kentucky straight bourbon
Stay
whiskey,
away from politics.
smooth, delicious, and amongst fellowship, we are enjoying cigars.
Instigator of great debate.
It's the greatest grace of bacon. This is good. This is good.
That has become political.
This is great.
That's
So
what
Eagle Rare is smooth.
Yes.
I don't have a headache and I've been drinking.
Yes.
I don't have a headache and I'm not an office drinker. But the bottom line is, we are here in Quartet Cigars.
But I can't mean anything.
The Eagle Rare.
Because I am approaching.
It's called Eagle Rare.
I'm an investor.
It's very hard to find.
So I would
We find it. It goes smooth. It goes smooth with
I
a
would side with the virtual.
full body cigar. Or
I
medium full
invest in
cigar.
Or old fashioned or
I do
Manhattan.
not want to invest in
Exactly.
anything.
You know what it is? This
I
bottle right here,
no
that
control
cocktail,
of my
you
tenant.
get like
I just don't.
the one you're smoking right now.
Because like, if I do, I run the risk of my building.
Or the cigar.
Yeah.
And it's happening.
Quartet Cigars, thank you. Just giving us
Doesn't.
an opportunity to have this podcast.
Doesn't.
And I'm telling you
Is it
guys,
still recording?
And it never has. And that
and I'm telling you guys,
was
listen,
literally a hard fought.
this right here,
It's still recording.
the Eagle Rare.
Because they bring their mom.
That's smoking right there.
That 10%
That's a box price.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it Dominican
Full body,
and Nicaraguan wrap?
Dominican, Nicaraguan.
Full body,
Full body.
delicious,
That's what you should do.
natural blend.
Get this Eagle Rare. Eagle
Do
Rare.
that, right? And we'll develop
Bourbon.
a project
Okay.
in the middle of it.
So again, and
Yeah.
just
I mean, so.
addressing
So
what
I
we
mean,
want to
to
look
Matt's
at.
point, and it
Going
definitely
forward,
raises
hopefully you come through every Sunday.
It's either
What's
that,
your code name, by
or
the
the
way?
government pretty
Revere.
much is like
Revere.
raising projects
Man,
in
it's a
neighborhoods
pleasure.
where
Revere. I've always
causes
seen
high
you
degree of
come
crime.
through
Like,
as a
that happens all the
gentleman,
time.
next to your
a
building.
scholar,
Right,
and I
and it could be
appreciate
next to my building.
So
you know
what we're
right?
saying now, and I appreciate what you were saying about housing, because that makes it a big difference. Because here specifically, housing is a commodity. All right. So let's look to California when housing is out of control, when housing prices are out of range. What you have is homelessness. What you have is out of control homelessness. What you have is with disenfranchised people who can't afford to live in the state that they reside in.
And where will they go?
Thank you. So at the basis point, it has to be a balance. So we can't look at housing as the same way we look at it as an iPhone. As an iPhone, people purchase that as a luxury good. At Eagle Rare, people purchase that as a luxury good. Housing is different. Housing, we lay out here, we build a foundation, we build a community. Now the great thing you said about a community is different than a neighborhood. Now a neighborhood, you can have people come and go. You can interchangeability. A community, people know each other. There's certain infrastructures that are built. There's certain trusts that are built. Now, with that being said, Caesar, remember last week you said you didn't even know who your neighbor was, right? That's called a neighborhood, right? In a community, everybody knows you have a community association, blah, blah, blah. So what he's explaining, which I agree with you on, is that there has to be a difference than dividends paid out.
I got next.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Go ahead.
So,
Wrap it up.
Gentlemen, the two of you, that was a great conversation.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Hey, for the next podcast, you need a conch.
I have a question.
What's that?
You need a conch.
What's
that?
Like from Lord of the
That's what I
Flies, the person who talked held the conch.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So,
had something.
I have a question for you, for everybody. The new owner of the Commanders.
Who's that?
Well,
Do we know?
apparently, he went to Bladensburg High School. He played for Duke University.
He's on the Sixers, right?
No. The new owner is a brother from this area. He grew up in DC, went to Bladensburg High School.
Not Magic Johnson.
No.
That's what I thought. I thought it was Magic Johnson.
Yeah, he's a part of the ownership group. Magic Johnson is a part of the ownership group.
Oh, you talking about the guy from the Eagles? No.
76ers.
No.
No, Magic Johnson is a part of the new ownership.
Okay. Correct.
Come back.
But
Bring it
new
back.
investment team. There's somebody else who came up with more money than him.
Oh.
$7 billion.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And
Tell.
yes. I think it's called something Dawkins. Dawkins? Is it Dawkins? He played with Leitner and Grant Hill. 91.
And he had $7 billion.
Yes. His company was $55 billion.
Man, that's something.
Your bag of shells.
He showed up with $7 billion. Straight cash. He told Snyder, I will give you $1 billion right now.
Get the fuck out
And
of here.
then the next $6 billion, I'll give you in
Installments.
No. By the end of the week. Not because he can't give it up front, because of the issue.
He has to rent a truck to get it
paperwork and all that stuff. But he's worth $55 billion. He played, I think, is it John Dawkins or something? I think he's from Silver Spring.
Well, that's a good example of my French idea of the market.
Josh
The market.
Something Dawkins, man. Yeah.
This is a brother?
Yeah, he's a brother. He played for Duke in 1991.
I don't mean no harm. He's a front man.
When Duke won, no.
He's a front man. He's a front man.
Not at 55 million, a billion.
No, he's not a front man.
We're a front man.
He's solo.
Okay.
So the big three are Josh Harris, Mitchell, Wells, and Magic Johnson. According to this.
That's the original contract. It was 6 or something, 6.9?
Yeah, $6 billion total.
Okay, so now what I'm talking about is $7 billion.
Oh, this is as of April 14th, so that's what, yesterday?
So Google Dawkins Commanders. Google. Don't worry, we're live. We're waiting.
This is raw uncut.
Raw and cut. You watch.
Man, I appreciate you.
Dawkins.
Art. I appreciate
You
you.
just-
Art. Salute you.
It's not.
Salute.
Yeah.
On.
It's local. He went to Bladensburg High School.
I think we should.
Wrap it up.
Bladensburg High School.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Huh? Brian Dawkins, yes. Brian Dawkins.
No.
I think it's Brian Dawkins, yes.
He had $7 billion.
His company is worth $55 billion. So he sold part of his company. He raised $7 billion.
Where does he live?
DC. He's born and raised in DMV area. He went to Bladensburg High School.
Well, I understand Dan Snyder's house is for sale. Maybe he wants to buy
You
that.
want to get out of here.
Oh, and it told Snyder,
Oh, wow.
all your lawsuits against you, I'll take it. Yeah.
That's a deal.
That's great, man.
I'll take your lawsuits and give you $7 billion.
So with that being said, you want to wrap this up?
Yes.
So let's make the commitment here to continue this conversation. This has been probably our strongest episode.
17.
It's been a great episode. Thank you. Thank you. Let's wrap it up. Amen. All right.
All right, done.
Fellowship.
All right, we'll show.